Speaking of Democratic elites, we got to finish by talking about the Obamas on vacation. Now, Barack Obama has gone out there and spoken about, Charlie Kirk's assassination, some of the recent events in our country. He's still a very divisive figure anytime Barack Obama goes out there. Michelle Obama as well. She says very divisive things. They still seem to look down on the rest of the country from their, mansion in Martha's Vineyard. What do you think about them being on vacation on Steven Spielberg's $250 million, 357-foot luxury super yacht in the Italian Riviera? Doesn't this just speak to this sort of elitism in the Democratic Party, that they want to go online and tell us how to live our lives, and then you come to find out because they're pictures that they're on a super yacht in Italy?
Yeah, Link, I don't know if you have the picture or you'll be able to put it up, but I don't know what the hell Michelle Obama
We
was
can't
wearing.
afford the picture.
Getting on that yacht
We're not paying
in the Canadian tuxedo. I hope we don't have to put that on your viewers, but it's pretty atrocious. It was like people of Walmart. I mean, if I'm going to the Italian Riviera, that ain't what I'm wearing. I'm just saying that. I mean, like, this is ridiculous what the woman's wearing. I'm sorry, I have to point that out. It's such like a fashion faux pas. Like, I'd be like, that's my wife getting on that yacht? Are you kidding me? With Steven Spielberg? Dress a little bit better, honey. But as you pointed out, with Barack and Michelle, they are divisive figures. And I think about the comments that Obama made about Charlie Kirk. One of the first things he said was, "We don't know yet what motivated the killer." Are you kidding me? How disingenuous is that? You know exactly what it was. Everybody knows what it was that motivated him. And then look at the shooting at ICE. As well, the Dallas ICE facility. Do we know what maybe motivated that shooter? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a radical ideological position from the left that believes that violence and killing is the answer. This is the part of the mind virus they just don't get. And so this is why people still look up to the Obamas as the de facto leaders of the Democratic Party, and they still swing and miss. You got Kamala, who's hollow. When Barack speaks, it's so much more fluid and effortless and erudite. But the problem is that what he says gives you just a bad feeling. Like, where was the optimism and hope, the hope and change that you called for? In one breath, you say, it's so tragic that Charlie lost his life, but we don't know what the motivation of the killer was. That's so intellectually dishonest. And in addition to the fashion faux pas and the fact that that was a horrendous outfit that Michelle had on, I would just say that they refuse to see that there is a woke, well, not just woke, but there's a mind virus from the ideological left. And I look at what happened in the Dallas ICE facility. I look at Charlie Kirk's shooter, and I see it's no different from Islamic terrorism, because these people now, Link, are willing to die. They're willing to shoot themselves. They're willing to be shot at, to die. It's no different from Islamic terrorism. And the problem is that, yes, there are kooks on the right, let's be honest, but the ones coming from the left that are now taking it upon themselves to shoot other people because they disagree with them, it's unfortunately spreading. It's a cancer that's spreading. And Barack Obama, in being a leader on the left, needs to step out and speak about it. He has an opportunity to. And I'm sorry, when you're waving from the Italian Riviera as you get on your $250 million yacht that Steven Spielberg owns, it rings hollow. It just seems tone deaf.
It totally seems tone deaf, especially at a time when Americans feel like the American dream is less attainable on the left. They feel like, look, we had sky high inflation under Biden. We can't afford homes when Democrats are in power. And then you see Barack Obama and Michelle Obama on a massive yacht in the Italian Riviera. It's not good for the Democratic brand. And I don't think Barack Obama helped Kamala Harris at all with this re-election or her election last summer. I don't think he helped her at all. I mean, he was trying to scold these young black men into voting for her. She's one of you. She's one of you. And the guys are like, why should we have to vote just based off of skin color? I guess that's the last thing I'd love to ask you before we round out this segment. Kamala Harris, something we spoke about earlier in the show, she's kind of blaming her loss on misogyny and skin color. And then, her comments about Pete Buttigieg, it seems like they're just so much more focused on identity politics. I don't think Kamala's gender or skin color had anything to do with her overwhelming loss. I think it was just her track record. Don't you kind of call a flag on the play with her saying it's gender and race?
Definitely a flag, absolutely. But it's the way she's trying to legitimize the loss. And I'll just say this to people. I think that America is ready for a female president, but they've got to be ready for the right female president. They're ready for someone who's even black, who's minority, who's Latino. Those are all great things, but you don't lead with those things. Those are just, look at Marco Rubio. He doesn't lead with the fact that he's Latino. It just so happens he is the son of a bartender Cuban immigrant. That's part of his story, and it's very compelling. But Marco has led by example, from son of an immigrant to senator to now Secretary of State. He's not leading with his skin. He's leading with the content of his character and his leadership and what he aims to do. So when Democrats have this branding issue, which I think they do, which is, oh, it was because I lost because I was gay. I lost because I was a female. I lost because I was black. None of that is true. We had the first African-American president, did we not? People can see beyond skin color, but you've got to give them something to believe in. And Kamala's inauthenticity and being disingenuous is exactly why she lost. She just refuses to see it that way. So the more Democrats can look inward at their hearts and at their character and what they can offer people, they'll do better off, I think, with the populace. But until then, blaming it on ideological or identity politics is not going to help them in the long run at all. And we're seeing that play out because they just keep losing. And I think Gavin Newsom is trying to pick up some of that slack. He thinks he's the next Charlie Kirk. Good luck with that, buddy.
No, Gavin Newsom does not even come close to having sort of the political skill of Charlie Kirk. But no, hopefully the Democrats come to learn at some point that we want a merit-based society. We want you to exceed no matter what skin color, gender. And that's how President Trump is. He doesn't care at all. I mean, people say Scott Bessent's gay. Oh my God, he's a gay cabinet member. Trump's like, no, he's just a cabinet member who's excellent and good at his job. So I'm so grateful.
And Rick Grinnell too. And I'll just say this in closing, Link, is just that I think that the left and Democrats specifically have a real opportunity right now to come together with a lot of the right to say we've got to stamp out this ideological extremism. It's just that there's no tolerance for it. And forget the Jimmy Kimmel, forget all that stuff that's going on kind of on the periphery. There's an opportunity right now to say, as Americans, the ideals that we believe in, our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, these are things that we believe in, and we've got to stamp it out from the far right and the far left. Unfortunately, a lot of it's coming from the left. And when it's your team and when it's your side, what do? You cut that cancer out. You address the team and you say, this can't happen. And if you see it happening, you better let us know. That's what Barack Obama, Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, you name it, that's what they need to be doing. And they need to lead by example. They need to lead by faith too. A lot of them are people who go to church and are Christians, and they should be leading with that. They should follow Erica Kirk's example.
Absolutely. I think there are many people who could follow Erica Kirk's example, but I am not holding my breath that the Democrats are going to learn from their mistakes. I don't know about you, but after I travel, my skin is dry. That's when Peak's Radiant Skin Duo came to the rescue. This doctor-recommended duo, trusted by experts like Dr. Mark Hyman, Dr. Jason Fung, and Dr. Will Cole, supports whole-body wellness from the inside out. Sun Goddess Matcha provides steady, calm energy throughout the day, packed with L-theanine for focus and EGCG antioxidants. It supports skin clarity and gut health. BT Fountain electrolytes hydrate like nothing else and help lock moisture in, making skin look amazing. And Peak ensures all ingredients are free from heavy metals, pesticides, and mold. If you need more hydration, then give Peak a try. Get 20% off plus a free frother and glass beaker here. peaklife.com/link. Again, that's peaklife.com/link.